Hi there, Virgo. Welcome to your end of September 2024 General Tarot Update. It's raining here. I have this ring light, and all of a sudden it looked like it went a little bit dimmer. Let me see about this, because I'm not that, let me see. I like warm light, but I don't like that glaring white light. So we'll see. I hope it just stays there. Yeah, so I'm recording this several days, couple days before the lunar eclipse in your opposite sign. So this is going to be at 25 degrees of Pisces, and this will be in your 7th house of committed partnerships. So it wouldn't be surprising if some kind of relationship issue has come to a head. Or something has come to light in a relationship that it's really the tipping point. Now, it doesn't have to be ominous. It could be that even on your end that you are ambivalent about committing and then you decide to take the plunge. It could be something like that where you just kind of go with the flow and you allow yourself to commit when you have maybe been burned in the past or whatever. So okay, let's see what cards come up around this very powerful time, because then we have the equinox. So we've got a lot going on here. Ooh, 2 cards. These are the themes of the last half. Oh, I was supposed to kind of like put this at a, I'm probably gonna let me create another, well, let me just lay down the cards here, because I'm going to be, I could do it, I guess it would work, but I have a way to zoom out a little bit, so I might create another file. I'll just stick with it like this. So let's look at the central themes. One of them is the Knight of Wands, kind of what I was characterizing just a minute ago. This idea of freedom, sometimes at any cost. The Knight of Wands is connected to Sagittarius. And so, I mean, I suppose this could be this type of actual sign for you that you're dealing with. Because I do get like, this is connected to Cancer, and so is this card. So if you're, sometimes I get people and they're like, oh my God, you said exactly what's happening, because obviously there's always going to be one person out there that is experiencing certain things that are very synchronistic. But yeah, that's pretty wild, because it's almost like the dichotomy, or the kind of the split between freedom and this sense of the emotions really being involved, and nostalgia. And whether this is something within yourself that you're battling, or you're dealing with 2 very different types of people, because this type of person would be very like exciting. They're not somebody you can pin down. So that can be very exciting to be dealing with somebody like that. But on the other hand, if you are looking to settle down, or you want a steady relationship, it might be difficult for this type of person. I actually connect this to Aries as well, because of the warrior type of vibes that it gives. So yeah, the other card I got here is the 6 of Cups, which is connected to Cancer. It's connected to the child, the idyllic past, this thing that we idealize, but it might have been, this is a soulmate card. This could be somebody from your past. It's almost like the past and the future. Also, if we look at themes, and it's like, it all depends on where you're at personally. Virgos as a whole are not considered romantic, but they can have elements that certainly are that way. Your moon sign, you have a moon in water or fire, you're going to be more emotional, more passionate and the fire. Um, but in general, this is a card also about children. So, for instance, if someone is like sowing their wild oats, they're not thinking about, having a family and stuff like that. They're really just enjoying the adventure of dating and whatnot. But the Six of Cups is really about that domestic bliss or that, but it does have a connection with the past. So, but when I look at the past position, we have the Chariot card, which is the card of that's connected to Cancer. So that's why I'm wondering if there is something like that. And this might be a person that you have been with, and or maybe you currently are with. And actually, the sign of Virgo is harmonious with Cancer, but we're all individuals, and some Virgos may have a lot of Leo, which is a fire sign, like this guy, because the wands are fire, and so you may have more of an attraction for people that are like that might be literal fire signs, and so but overall, if you find that you have, that you're looking for love and it's not presenting itself, then it can be very daunting, because you might feel like you're between a rock and a hard place romantically. Also, with other kinds of areas, the Knight of Wands can be like this freedom. It's almost like freedom versus security in a way. That's what I associate with Cancer. And but one of the things too with Cancer is this idea of like, the Six of Cups is the idea of something you've always wanted to do since you were a child. And I'm not sure if this is saying that you are succeeding at that, because the Chariot card can be a card of success. Maybe for some of you, I'm thinking like artistic kinds of things, but it might be something also as a healer. The higher message is the Queen of Cups, and this is a card not only of the artist, the mother, like the nurturing parent, but also the mystic. After all, they do have the Hermit card is connected to Virgo, so you do have that connection in the tarot. But it's almost like, to me, that if you are in this place where you're deciding what is your next move, that you tune into your higher self, that you're not looking at your mind, which a Virgo person is want to do, is that's your default, is to analyze a situation, but to see, like, what does your heart want, and to factor that into your decision. This is connected to Cancer, I think. Whoa. And I'm trying to think if there's any kind of transit that's coming up that is connected to that. Yeah, it's really weird. But anyway, yeah, and this card, like I said, can be the mother energy, and this is also being connected to Cancer. As the mother this is the card of the child. So if there is something along these lines that is you deciding whether or not to have a child, that might be something that is kind of, maybe you want your freedom. You don't want to be tied down, but on the other hand, you just feel like you want it. What crosses you is the Death card. So this is a card of transition, although, yeah, I mean, like, for instance, let's say a woman has had a miscarriage. It can make her afraid of having a child, or maybe her mom died when she was young, and that was very traumatic. So she may be like, I don't want to ever have my children experience that, possibly experience what I experienced. And that could be keeping you from having, feeling like okay about having children. Now, if you're a man, the same thing could have happened. Even if that you're not giving birth, you still may be concerned about your children's well-being. Also, yeah, there's something, I feel like, something with childhood coming up for you. I'm trying to think if there's I did your astrological reading, so if you're interested in the astrological transits, it's on my channel. But this is refusing to change, or accept change, I should say. Accept that something's over with. Huh. And yeah, I don't know if this is empty nest syndrome in some cases. I don't know. It's interesting. In my, oh, you know what? Yeah, this might be relationship related, because um, you might have thought that someone was your soulmate, and you have to accept the fact that this relationship is over with. Maybe the other person wants their freedom. Again, I'm thinking in terms of this eclipse and what the themes might be for you. And even like with a job, it's something that you thought you wanted. Maybe you were celebrating some kind of success, and it just didn't, it's not what you really want. You feel tied down. You feel like it's not for you. What's coming in is the Three of Cups. This is a card of celebration. I do feel that if you are having relationship issues, that you will lean on your friends, or they will take you out and say, look, you know what? This is the best thing that ever happened to you. Don't feel like this is a bad thing. This is actually a great thing. And they'll try to cheer you up, and they will be right. What they're saying will be right, because they will be helping you. They will be your support system if you're dealing with a loss in a relationship. And you may be afraid to face the unknown, but you have these people that have your back. And the outcome is the Page of Wands. This can be receiving good news of some sort that buoys your spirit. This can be a new chapter in your life that you're embarking upon. Kind of reminds me of this guy. And, Page can be the beginning stages of something. And it's really the truth, You end one thing and you begin another. And so any Virgos out there that are going through a period of transition, which the Death card represents, it's really a great idea to embrace it as something positive, as something that is nudging you out of a comfort zone that you were likely unhappy in, and didn't even know how unhappy you or were afraid to kind of make those changes yourself. Okay, that's what I have for you, Virgo. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a private reading, I am primarily an astrologer. I have all kinds of tarot. I have a tarot reading that's for personal readings, but also different astrological readings. You can find out more information at the link below. Thanks for watching. Bye.